What's going on, my fellow go-getters? Nam Ratna here, Go-Getter Real Estate Team. Coming out of my offices here tonight. Just finished up a wonderful coaching session with Mr. Hanansi. We're talking about property management, and really, here at Go-Getter Real Estate, we do all our property management in-house. And even if you are going to hire out, we always say learn how to implement systems and learn the proper systems for property management first, and then you can go and hire out when your portfolio numbers reach a certain amount where it makes sense. And that way you can at least hold your property management company accountable, because there's a lot of good companies out there, a lot of good guys out there, but there's a lot of companies out there that just don't always have the best interest, your best interest in mind, okay? But in order to hold them accountable so they're not running circles around you, you should understand the property management game first. So I'm here to share Go Get It tip number 20 on this wonderful Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening. I know the Winnipeg Jets are coming to play. Those of you guys are not from Winnipeg, that's NHL hockey. We're in the playoffs. It's game number 3. They're going to kill it here in Winnipeg. And again, from a selfish point of view, real estate values, this is only going to help increase the value of our city and the community with more, getting more attractive as hockey does well and other sports franchises and stuff like that. But I digress. Let's share some tips. Let's share some value on how to automate your property management system. Or property management in general, right? To implement systems to automate it, because we're still young in the game, but we've been doing this almost 6 years now, and we, like I said, in-house our property management. I don't know any of my tenants. Saren, my business partner, did a fantastic job of really getting that off the ground and getting systems in place, and he barely talks to his tenants or sees our tenants. Everything is done very, very efficiently in an automated way. Okay, and it's important because you don't want to be going back and forth to your property every week or every month, collecting rent and doing all these, fixing every little hole and picking up the phone every time a tenant calls you, because the whole reason you bought rentals and the whole reason you're getting into the rental portfolio is to create more passive income, so you can create more time for you down the line, right? Now, it's not always passive. The initial work you have to do to set up the systems, grow your skills as an investor and things like that, that takes active work and time and dedication. But you're putting in this work so things will get systemized and you become better as an operator as well. So, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road, you're not burnt out. In fact, you're just getting better and better and better, and you're exponentially growing. I've met many times, a handful of times when I was the head of acquisitions for the company, and I'll be hunting for leads, and I'll meet owners that have 20 or 30 properties or whatever it may be, and they're older gentlemen, and they're looking at me saying, "Hey, Nam, you're a young guy, you love real estate right now, but trust me, 20 years from now you're going to hate it." And I wholeheartedly disagree with him, because I won't hate it, because I won't be still showing my properties 30 years from now or 20 years from now. I won't be, selling when I'm selling my properties, doing all the listings and coming down and showing the potential buyer the property and stuff like that. I'm not even doing that now. I'm putting in systems in place so I don't burn myself out and someone else is there, and I can continue to scale and I can go focus on the things that I really want to. Other passions, growing my business, my family, and developing myself and things like that. So that's why it's important to get into this mindset of implementing systems that really streamline and automate your property management system. For those of you thinking I can do it all on my own, don't. You will get burnt out. I'm speaking from experience of seeing other people who burnt out in my as I've been doing this real estate game. Okay, so let's start with the first tip that I have. First 1A or 20A tip, which is leverage technology. We live in 2018 now, so it's awesome for guys who are getting into it now, and even just a few years ago. We can literally do everything via technology. So you're collecting rent, you should be collecting it via e-transfer. If they're working, all my tenants, except for the ones that are social assistants, we get everything sent to us via e-transfer. We set that expectation. I help people set up their online banking account, because every bank has online now. If you have a phone and you got Wi-Fi, you should have online banking. So e-transfers is number one. Don't be putting yourself in a position where you have to drive down to every single property every month and collect cash and collect $100 here, whatever it may be, $100 there, and collect cash. First of all, you don't want that type of tenant in your property. And second, it's just a complete waste of your time to drive an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours of your day every month to go collect rent when they could easily just send it off via e-transfers. E-transfers is very, very, very useful. So do that. Now, if your tenant is not working and is on social assistance, we always say, yeah, sure, take social assistance, but only take social assistance if the tenant is willing to sign off on the form that's going to send you money directly to you, right? That's extremely, extremely important, because you don't want to be dealing with collecting the money after it's been sent out to the tenant. Okay, so leverage technology. When it comes to repairs and stuff like that, leverage technology, emails, phone calls. There's no reason for you to go down on the property. They should be texting you pictures or emailing you pictures, detailed pictures, so you can just contact your maintenance guy and have him go down there or her go down there, not you. Because if you're not going to fix the property, then what's the point of you actually going down there? Because you're not doing anything, right? You're going to watch over the maintenance guy. So get them to send you detailed pictures, detailed description, and then get the maintenance guy. So leverage technology. The second tip is to hire the right contractor. Hire a great contractor, a maintenance guy. Because if you have someone in place that you can trust, like our guy, Tim the handyman, he's amazing, that you can trust, he's well articulated, can communicate with your tenants, he's professional, he's polite, sends you invoices, does work on time, has a team with liability insurance and all that kind of stuff, then it will save you a lot of headaches. For example, our maintenance guy, like I said, Tim the handyman, what he does is he does all the contact of the tenants himself. So, for example, if something was to break in a property, right? The system is that the tenant will send an email to us, and we will, with pictures and all this kind of stuff, and we will contact our maintenance guy. We'll also upload it in a log, or the maintenance guy will upload it in the log, but we'll contact him, and he, in most cases, will contact the tenant himself. Give them 24-hour notice or whatever they need, and he'll go in there, fix it all up, take pictures, send it to us, complete our log that we have saying this property was taken care of on this day, this is how much the cost is. He'll send an invoice out to our email, and then we'll follow up with the tenant, making sure everything was all done and taken care of. Boom, bada bing. We don't ever have to go down to the property. I almost never have to talk to my tenant because my maintenance guy will take care of it. He'll buy it, do it, send me an invoice, I'll pay him, it's all taken care of. I've never had to go down to the property ever. Okay? But the why it happens so smoothly is the work that we put up front, is we hire the right type of contractor up front with our core values, honesty, integrity, transparency, all that kind of stuff, and making sure that he's on the same page, and making sure we have systems that he can follow with the log that we have, letting him know if it's under 200, go ahead and do it right away, how to contact the tenant, and so on and so forth, right? So hire a really good contractor, a good maintenance guy. Now, if you're part of the Go Get It membership club and you joined us, then you have access to our network. So if you want to learn how to join our club, if you want to learn how to get 1 year free membership, click the link below, register for the next event, or DM me and I can give you a little bit more information. But that's tip number 2. The third part of this tip is to set expectations. So what do I mean by set expectations? I mean setting expectations with your contractor and all that, sure, but setting expectations with your tenants. And that's done by your qualification process. So we have a very strict qualification process here at Go Get It Real Estate. So we make sure we put in the right type of tenants in place. Right? And one of the things that we do to set expectations to automate our property management is with a welcome letter. In that welcome letter, we clearly articulate that if it's a what to do when repairs happen. So if it's a non-emergency, and we have a list of non-emergencies, they are to send an email to us with their name and like pictures and all this kind of stuff, and then we'll deal with it and go through the system of how it's supposed to deal with it. If it's that's a non-emergency. If it's an emergency, then they should call us directly, or 911 right away if it's a fire or something, and then call us directly right away, and so we can deal with the issue if it's an emergency. If it's not, then it should be all email, and we reinforce that by, if they call us with a non-emergency, we say, please, let us know via email, and that's how we can tend to the property. So you got to set those expectations ahead of time, so it makes your life a lot easier. So you're not picking up the phone every time that there's some small issue with the tenant. You're just getting emails, and then your maintenance guy can deal with it and move forward with it. Okay, so those are some small tips, but that will save you big headaches and save you a lot of time if you implement. And if you want to learn more, okay, we dive a lot deeper into details of the little nuances for property management with our one-on-one students in our video training program that we offer as well. We talk about our monthly seminars, 2-day seminars, all these things. If you want to get to know us more, the best place to start would be coming to our monthly event, which is May 23rd. You come to our monthly event, you can learn more, connect with other investors, and just get started, okay? Because if you're enjoying these videos, you will enjoy these events because we dive a lot deeper into the information. All right, guys, that's it. The Go Get It tip, I gave you a lot of info there, so make sure you take action, because dreams are big, but taking action is always way bigger. So just commit, take action, register for our event, and have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you on the next Go Get It tip. Go get it, guys.